DragonTaleTarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your full moon in Aries 2021 Oracle and Tarot reading. So excited to be doing this. This is a brand new energy for this full moon because we are starting at the beginning of our zodiac cycle, Aries, the first sign of the 12 signs. So this does bring us back to the beginning on our full moon cycles. So Capricorn, thank you so much for being here. I always appreciate your energy. I am a Capricorn, so I love to hang with y'all. Love to be in your presence. If this is your first time here at the channel, and I hope you will reach out there, hit that subscribe button. Also give it that dragon claw up by clicking that like button. Let me know you enjoyed the content here. Capricorn, keep in mind these are general readings, so if it doesn't resonate with you, you may want to look at the other placements on your personal natal chart, things like your Venus sign, your rising, moon sign, etc., and watch the readings that go along with those signs as well. You'll get a bigger picture and a more nuanced image of what the kind of messages are that are coming through for you. This particular reading will be about those lunar cycles. Those last about 28 to 30 days from full moon to full moon, so we will be looking at the messages coming through with that. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, would like any information on the card decks that I use, or would like to make a donation to the channel, all those links and information will be down in the description box. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, and ancestors, please let's get into what you've got for Capricorn for the full moon in Aries of 2021, please. Any messages that they need for this past, present, or future lunar cycle? Thank you so much. So Capricorn, there's been a lot of good stuff going on with you guys. Saturn, your ruling planet, just went into direct motion 4 days ago. So that is a very positive thing indeed. Very, very good stuff. And this full moon, this Aries full moon will be with us on October 20th. That's the date. And the time will be at 10:57 a.m. Eastern Standard Time if you really want to get to the detail of the time. So in the immediate what you've been experiencing over this last month cycle from the last full moon is the full moon eclipse. Conclusions are within reach. So I feel like some major events have come through for you, Capricorn. So much has been going down, like a lot of really momentous events, important hurdles or plateaus have been reached, or they are in the process of being reached, because the full moon eclipse energy always brings things full circle. It's like it closes one door so that a new door can be opened many times, and it's a very powerful period of life. So this last month has been very active, and there's been a lot of closing out of old cycles so that you can embrace new ones. And it is about bringing you back into balance, because Capricorn, you are a sign, we are a sign that can absolutely just continue to drag old parts of our life around forever. And I would say that with this full moon eclipse in the past position here, I feel like this is really spirit saying, look, big new amazing things are on the horizon for you, Capricorn, but you've got to be willing to put down some old cycles, some old baggage, because you've got to come back into balance here, right? And the sun, as we go through this full moon in Aries, is in Libra, the ultimate sign. And so that to me makes this particular full moon one that concentrates very, very much on equal opposite balance and reactions. It's very strong. And I really love that card because it looks like Libra energy, even though this is an oracle deck and it's not specifically associated with signs. It just has that feeling. I'll also point out, Capricorn, that the Aries full moon does create a more challenging aspect in astrology for you, because Aries and Capricorn create what's called a square, and a square is a 90-degree angle that, you know, can make you feel like you're butting heads. It can be a little bit of that friction, that challenge, and that puts that full moon universally into your 4th house. And the 4th house has to do with home, family, roots, childhood, and soul origins. So this full moon may really be activating quite a lot when it comes to those realms. For some of my Capricorns, you may be contemplating being in a new home. Maybe you just moved to a new home, or that's on the horizon for you. Maybe you're trying to balance or resolve any kind of tension that's within your home environment, but all of that's happening there. It's very foundational. It's very in depth to your subconscious emotions as well. So let's get into your present energy. This is what's going to be coming through for you at the time of the full moon on the 20th. This is our full moon in Aquarius card. Show the world the real you. You might be very aligned with Aquarian energies. Doesn't surprise because your ruling planet is in the sign of Aquarius right now. So that does bring that energy through much stronger. But to me, this Capricorn is really saying, don't be afraid to be who you really are. Be your authentic self. Let that shine. Don't worry about the people that may not like the real you. They're not meant for you anyway. They're not meant to be in that social circle. Let those folks go. It's okay. But you've got to do what's right for you. You've got to be true to yourself and let your authentic being shine, because the people that love you, the real you, they're going to love you even more when you show even more of who you are and the strength that that commands. I would also say Aquarius energy is independent. It's futuristic. It looks towards rather than the past. And so if you've got a bright new future coming, Capricorn, don't dwell on the past too much. It's okay to look at the past as long as you don't stare. That's always what I say about that. Let's get into a clarifier, please, for the Aquarius full moon card. Sorry, I picked up the wrong deck here, guys. Working with a couple of them. So let's clarify this present energy for Capricorn. Oh, yes. Capricorn, I feel like the future is very bright for you indeed. And it is something that you'll be working at slowly but surely, because we have the flower moon, the blossoming card. And this is the full moon of the month of May of Taurus season. So Capricorn, you might be really starting to gain momentum or work at something very strongly on and around this full moon of the 20th. But I have a feeling that when it's really going to pay off big time is going to be next year around the time of May, around the time of Taurus season. That's when all these plans, that's when everything that you're going to be doing for the future actually arrives. And you might look back at this reading and go, oh, wow, they said that, May was going to be a big deal, because to me, the blossoming moon, the flower moon, yes, that is about growing things. That is about, manifesting your plans, bringing them to life very, very powerfully. And that's also a good time of year for you, Capricorn, because it's an earth sign, right? And it creates a trine to your sign. So I would say, even if it's slow but sure, it's fine. It's, you're going to get there. And I would say, that month of May, maybe late April at the earliest, because that's when Taurus season begins. But like April, May are going to be really, really nice. That's a nice portent of things to come. Going into the immediate future over this next 30 days, that's usually our full moon to full moon cycles. Communication is key. Share your ideas. Make sure to make the phone calls, send the voice messages, send the texts and the emails. Keep the lines of communication open with that new moon in Gemini. It's important that, you might have all these plans, you might have all these thoughts, but if you don't share them with your partner, whether that's a romantic partner, a business partner, etc., like, they're going to get upset. They're going to be like, Capricorn, are you really serious about me? Are you really serious about this, this job or what it is you're doing? And you're like, oh yeah, you don't realize, it's like, oh, I've been thinking all these things, but you haven't been telling them. So you have to share your thoughts, Capricorn. You have to share your along the way. And I know that's not always second nature to Capricorn. We just kind of get into our little work hub in our mind, into our hive, and we don't always come up for air to let other people know what we're doing, because we get so hyper focused on our work. So let's get a clarifier here, please. Thunder moon, babies. We got change in the air. And you know, it's interesting you had that Aquarius card because this card makes me think of Aquarian energy. I think the thunder moon is actually the July full moon. I'm pretty sure that that's what that one is. I do have a chart that gives me, you know, the months that are associated, but I'm pretty sure the thunder moon is the full moon of July. So there could have been some energy in July, or maybe this coming July, that's really going to shake things up and make things different for you. But I think that change is on the horizon, and it doesn't have to be, you know, difficult. It doesn't have to be painful. It might feel kind of chaotic, and it might really be, you know, requiring you to reset a whole new foundation for yourself, Capricorn. And it might feel kind of, you know, nuts for a while or a little hectic. But I really feel like, you know, with that electricity all around you, it's like it's just bringing this kind of feeling of new life, new energy crackling all around you. It's just like it's a really alive, awakened kind of feeling. And so I would encourage you that whatever friction, whatever pressure or stress that you may feel from the square of the full moon to your sign, I would encourage you to really use that as, you know, a way to kind of jump forward, because whenever something's causing us a little discomfort, a little friction, it usually makes us move. And I want it to make you move in a positive direction, to say, you know what, I feel the itch, I feel the friction, I feel the movement, I feel that fire being lit under me, and I've got to get going. I've got to start moving, because it really looks like there's some great stuff coming up in your future, Capricorn. You've got some wonderful things you're working on, and it's opening the doors. Remember to be yourself, be your true self. Go for what you really want, what you really love. Don't let it hold you back. Don't let old stuff or old negative routines hold you back. Let's get into some tarot for you, Capricorn. We're just going to lay these right on top of this past, present, future lineup and deepen these messages up for you. Wow. Wow. Good stuff, guys. Really good stuff. Okay, so in the immediate past, on top of that full moon eclipse, on top of the balance card, we've got the Two of Wands. So I feel like, you know, either you've got a really great new partner or somebody that's working with you to go to the next level. And it's like either you by yourself or you with someone else are opening a new door to a new energy. And that is an Aries card. That card is an Aries alignment. So it really lines up nicely, looking in the direction of that new full moon cycle. And the Magician, absolutely. Oh my goodness, Capricorn. This immediate, like this last month's time, wow. I feel like some of my single Capricorns may no longer be single, or some of my Capricorns that were out of a job are no longer out of a job. It's like you're aligning with someone that says, where do you want to go next? What do you want to manifest now, Capricorn? And the Magician is here saying, let's go. Let's get all the resources lined up. Let's organize everything so that we can put it all to its best use and create something new. In the central energy, gosh, this is so nice. On top of this, this is in the, you know, for the present energy of the full moon. We've got the full moon in Aquarius. We've got the full moon, the flower moon in the middle. And then we've got this Ace of Swords, which is a card of victory, success, clarity, fogginess disappearing, where you might have been kind of confused in the past, Capricorn, about where you were going, what you were doing. This really cuts through the confusion, cuts through the fog, helps you to see the way very clearly, very directly. It's overcoming obstacles, right? That's just a really big thing going forward. Don't leave anything to chance, right? Even if you feel like you're repeating yourself sometimes, just say it again, Capricorn. Make sure that you're letting everyone know what it is that you're doing, so that nobody's confused. On top of that card, look at that. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. Jupiter is also part of this card. Jupiter is going direct on the 17th, just a couple days before this full moon. And so I just feel like this is such a positive, beautiful card of opportunity opening up, doors opening up, expansion coming in, that limitless feeling. Really beautiful card of prosperity, abundance. If income hadn't been so great, Capricorn, I feel like you're rebuilding that. I feel like this is really coming back in to help you guys out. There's a lot of Aquarius energy in this present energy. I would say Taurus too, Aquarius and Taurus. We've got Taurus energy on this card, Leo, Aquarius, and Scorpio all in the Wheel of Fortune as well. So this is just a fabulous um, like line of energy that this full moon in Aries is opening up for you. I really, really like it. Going into this immediate future, I love this too, Capricorn. We have the new moon in Gemini. Then we've got that change card, big, big change with all that lightning. But you know what comes after all of that change, all of that maybe chaos and everything kind of flying around, is the Six of Swords. One of my favorite cards because it really shows, Capricorn, over this next 30 days, we're leaving behind these dark rain clouds. We're going towards more peaceful times ahead. You're letting go of drama, letting go of conflict. And that's, I think, a big part of why the communication card's coming through so strong. Because I do feel like that's a big part of it. Like you're going to be communicating better with your significant other, with your coworkers, with your family, your friends. It's like the things that used to kind of get you both riled up, not so much now. This can also be a card of travel or relocation for some of you, which I'm definitely feeling around some of my Capricorn, especially because, yes, this full moon activates that home house and it starts getting you kind of like, time to move, time to go. I hope so. I hope that reconnected. Let me know, because it was saying that I had some buffering on the connection there, guys. I hope that it's working. Hope it didn't lag too much for you. So anyway, on top of the Six of Swords, with this Five of Pentacles, I feel, this is that feeling. And I think that Capricorn, honestly, where a lot of conflicts come from, where they start for you and with you, is Capricorns, for some reason, like they're such a loner. They don't mind doing things on their own, but they also do have this real fear of being rejected. They do have this fear of not being loved, not being accepted, not being included. There is a about that. I've known so many Capricorns that are like that. Like they really hate being left out. And I really feel like this is what's changing in your discourse and the way that your mind works, because the Five of Pentacles is all about that. It's all about feeling left out, rejected, not included, cut off from source, cut off from your friends, right? So I really feel like that changed quite a bit. And when I looked on the bottom of this deck, we had the Six of Swords again, right? And I just feel like Capricorn, that's such a double message for you, because it's saying, don't let that fear of being left out become a self-fulfilling prophecy. You're probably not being left out, you probably aren't. But you can get into that mode where you're thinking, oh, let's assume things. That's why communication is key. Don't leave yourself out of the equation, because better things are coming. This is great, great energy coming in. Whether you're single, soon to be coupled, moving somewhere new. There's so much blessing here. Stillness, and that's so important for all of us, is to embrace moments of stillness and peace. Reflect on each moment with love, kindness, and compassion, right? Sometimes we just need that. We just need to take a minute and just stop the brain and just reflect on things and bring a little more love into the situation, bring a little more kindness for ourselves and for each other. So what a great read, guys. I like what's coming through here quite a bit. It's awesome, guys. And I'll see you real soon for the reading for Aquarius. Talk to you in a minute.